Why does economic inequality keep growing, even when the economy is growing too? You hear about rising stock markets. You hear about record profits. But for many people, life still feels expensive. Paychecks feel stuck. Homes feel out of reach. And the gap keeps getting wider. This is not just about luck. And it is not just about effort. It is about how the system rewards different people in different ways. In the United States, economic growth does not always mean shared growth. A growing economy can create more money overall. But that does not mean everyone gets the same share. Some people gain faster. Others fall behind. And over time, that gap compounds. To understand why inequality grows, we can break it into 5 simple forces. Why ownership grows faster than wages. How technology weakens the middle. Why place and education shape opportunity. How modern companies reward the top. Why workers have less bargaining power. Together, these forces help explain why the gap keeps widening. At the center of this topic is one simple pattern. Owning usually pays more than working. If you already own stocks, businesses, or real estate, your wealth can grow on its own. If you rely mostly on a paycheck, your income usually grows more slowly. That difference may look small at first, but over many years, it becomes huge. That is why inequality often grows quietly in the background, even when the economy looks healthy. The first force is asset ownership. People with wealth can buy things that produce more wealth. They can own stocks. They can own businesses. They can own property. Those assets can rise in value. They can also generate income. Then that money gets reinvested, and the cycle repeats. Meanwhile, most workers earn money mainly from labor. A paycheck helps you live. But it is harder to build wealth from wages alone. So one group earns from work. The other group earns from work and ownership. Over time, ownership pulls ahead. The second force is technology and automation. Technology can increase productivity, but it does not reward all workers equally. Machines and software are very good at routine tasks. That means many middle-skill jobs become easier to replace. This often hits office jobs. It also hits factory jobs. As those jobs shrink, the middle gets weaker. Workers are pushed in 2 directions. Some move into high-paying jobs that need advanced skills. Others move into lower-paying service jobs. So the top grows. The bottom stays crowded, and the middle gets thinner. That makes inequality grow faster. The third force is geography. In America, where you live can shape your future. Wealthier neighborhoods usually have stronger schools. They often have safer streets. They often have better connections to jobs and networks. That creates a big advantage early in life. Families with more money can move into these areas. That helps their children access better opportunities. But as demand rises, housing prices rise too. That makes those neighborhoods harder to enter. So advantage stays concentrated. Children in wealthier areas often get a stronger start. Children in poorer areas often face more barriers. This makes inequality last across generations. The fourth force is how companies distribute rewards. Over time, top executives have started earning much more than typical workers. A large part of that pay is often tied to stock. That means leaders are rewarded when share prices rise. This can push companies to focus heavily on investors. In practice, that can mean cutting labor costs, holding down wage growth, using profits for stock buybacks, prioritizing shareholder returns. So when a company does well, the gains are not always spread evenly inside the company. More of the upside can flow to executives and investors. Less of it reaches average workers. The fifth force is weaker worker bargaining power. In the past, workers had more balance in the system. Union strength was higher. Wage standards were stronger. The minimum wage had more force. That created more pressure for pay to rise with productivity. But over time, many of those protections weakened. Union membership fell. Bargaining power declined. Minimum wage growth often lagged behind living costs. When workers have less leverage, it becomes easier for companies to keep a larger share of the gains. That means more income flows upward, and less stays with the people doing the work. These five forces do not work alone. They reinforce each other. Wealth buys more assets. Assets grow faster than wages. Technology weakens the middle. Expensive neighborhoods protect opportunity. Corporate rewards favor investors. Weaker worker power reduces balance. So inequality grows not because money disappears, but because more of the gains keep flowing to the same places. That is why the gap can keep widening even during economic growth. Economic inequality grows because the system does not reward everyone the same way. It tends to reward ownership more than labor. It tends to reward scarce skills more than routine work. It tends to protect advantages that already exist. And once that pattern starts, it can repeat across years and even across generations. Understanding inequality means looking past income alone and seeing the larger system underneath it. This is Simplexplain, complex ideas simply explained.